Come on. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be fucking fun. This is gonna be a bitch, actually. Yeah. There we go. Hello, everybody. This is Uncle Dylan here, God of Chaos, and today we are doing the one-shot of, well, I never thought I'd actually be doing this. What if Deku was Mothman? Now, I'll be blunt. I just heard about Mothman. A subscriber told me about a creature named Mothman, and that got my attention. I'm thinking, what the fuck's a Mothman? In all my centuries, I've never heard of a creature called Mothman. Until now. So, enjoy this historical event.
It did have the biggest red eyes.
There's a 6-foot bird and massive wings. And I asked her how big the wingspan was. She said about 10 to 12 feet.
And is Point Pleasant haunted?
Yes, very much.
I'm here in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, the little Appalachian town with a big monster history. It's home to one of America's most notorious legends, Mothman. Described as a humanoid creature with massive wings and glowing red eyes, this man with wings was first spotted in this area in the 1960s and has been a fixture of life in Point Pleasant ever since. The monster is a perfect example of iconic modern American folklore. There's even a Mothman statue in the middle of downtown. It speaks to the idea that this really is modern folklore. It came from this town, like we're staking this spot in this part of the world as Mothman. So they're really uniting Mothman and Point Pleasant and West Virginia.
Really?
In light of your unique situation.
Sorry about that fucking trailer.
On December 15th, 1967, this paranormal activity culminated in a very real tragedy, the collapse of Silver Bridge. Some claimed Mothman was the cause of the accident. Others say he was actually meant to forewarn the town of the catastrophe. But how do you explain the Mothman phenomenon? Was it an elaborate hoax, or did people simply mistake something real for an imaginary creature? Or maybe it was something truly so bizarre that it just can't be easily explained. I'm Dr. Emily Zarka, and this is Monstra. On November 12, 1966, in Clendenin, West Virginia, 5 gravediggers claimed to have seen what they described as a man with wings gliding over their heads. Eyewitness Kenneth Duncan later said the being was gliding through the trees and was in sight for about a minute. But it was here where Mothman became a legend. I'm at the spot of what is widely believed to be the earliest officially reported Mothman sighting, what used to be the West Virginia Ordnance Works munitions plant, better known as the TNT area. On November 15th, 1966, 2 young married couples, Roger and Linda Scarberry and Steve and Mary Millette, were driving around the TNT area when they reportedly spotted what looked like a man with large wings standing in the middle of the road. Steve described the creature as being 6 or 7 feet tall, with a 10-foot wingspan and red eyes, about 2 inches in diameter and 6 inches apart. Linda claimed she couldn't see a head or arms, but also saw glowing red eyes when the car headlights hit the figure, who seemed to shy away from the light. Frightened, they quickly sped away from the figure, but shortly after, while traveling along Route 62, they spotted it again. This time, it followed them. They claimed they couldn't shake the creature, even when the car reached speeds as fast as 100 miles an hour. This is Denny Bellamy, the Mason County Visitors Bureau Executive Director. Denny has lived in the Point Pleasant, Mason County area for over 60 years.
I was in the 3rd grade. My neighbors saw it, said there's a large, there's a 6-foot bird with big red eyes and massive wings chasing cars in the TNT, and in fact it kept up with Roger Scarberry's 57 Chevy. It's right on this road. This road, as you can see, is like a drag strip. And that's what Roger Scarberry was doing when he was driving us. And then there were scratch marks on the seat of his car, and he was upset, and he was scared.
Shaken by the experience, the group drove straight to the sheriff's office to file a report around 2 a.m. that morning. Officers immediately set out to investigate. But by the time they arrived at the TNT site, no evidence of the creature could be found. I'm here at the Point Pleasant Public Library doing some research, looking through their archives. There's a lot of stuff here that I'm super excited to explore. This is a copy of the original Point Pleasant Register of the first Mothman sighting. Wednesday, November 16th, so it would have been the morning after. Couple sees man-sized bird, creature, something. There's drawings. Scarsbury eyewitness sketch of Mothman, verified by others. One of the original eyewitnesses. Both were slightly pale and tired from lack of sleep during the night following their harrowing experience. If I hadn't seen it while by myself, I wouldn't have said anything, but there were 4 of us who saw it. They speculated that the thing was living in the vacant power plant, possibly one of the huge boilers. There are pigeons in all the other buildings, but not in that one. This is new info! I love finding new info! I really do.
This was a top secret government facility. They made all the explosives from the atomic bomb. They employed all the people from the town. You would come to work here on their bus that all the windows were worked out of so you couldn't see anything in the facility. And they drove you right to where you were working, did your job, you got back on the bus, and they never saw anything. And the day we dropped the bomb on Hiroshima, they closed the facility. That was it. They were done. We're going to get a look at the bunkers that give the TNT area its name. It's where they stored the explosives, the TNT, and the nitroglycerin.
Ooh, it's creepy.
This is where they stored explosives, and when we first started bringing people out here, there were still rusted cans of gunpowder.
So here's definitely some Mothman graffiti. I mean, we have the humanoid structure, we have the wings, the big, you can see 2 large eyes. Yes, Mothman. I grew up in the forest, but there's something about the abandoned building and the legends and the real history, that there's a spooky vibe. I mean, it's honestly really, really creepy. We're walking into one of the buildings that used to be part of the TNT site. So we're gonna go in, we have no idea what's inside, it's pitch black. Let's see what happens. Okay, I don't know how far back it goes. Look at these cool lights. Oh, it's small, it's really dark. And I don't know what it was used for, and there's stuff everywhere. Definitely looks like it could be haunted. Especially by the workers who used to be here, you never know. Ooh, I just kicked something. Okay. Now I'm more freaked out now that I've been in that building.
I haven't lost the film crew yet, but you never know.
Over the following 3 days after the November 15th sighting, at least 8 more people reported similar creatures.
My brother said, well, don't look, but there's something there beside the car. If I'd rolled my window down, I just could have touched it. And then it jumped on the hood. And just sat there and just squatted kind of and looked at us, but it did have the biggest red eyes, and it run right past the car, and it jumped up in the air and just opened up the biggest pretty set of bird wings, because you could see the feathers in it and everything, just opened them up and just went off in the night like that.
For 1 year, starting in November 1966, over 100 eyewitnesses reported accounts of the Mothman in this area. Almost all agreed on the same points. The monster was as large, or as larger than a big man. It had wings but no feathers, and took off into the air straight like a helicopter, gliding through the sky. Its face was indistinguishable besides 2 large glowing red eyes. The town's population was so intrigued by the creature that hundreds of local residents, some armed, went hunting for the winged figure.
There was police officers directing traffic. There was so much traffic out here. Well, the sheriff's deputies had to come out.
Newspapers are often the first indicators of an emerging legend. They help rumors become lore as more variations are published and told to the public. Mothman was no exception. He even received his famous title from an anonymous Ohio newspaper copy editor, who likely gave the mysterious bird the name Mothman after the famous comic book character Batman, who was the subject of a popular TV show at the time. Later that month, the Beckley Herald-Dispatch renamed the Mothman as the Mason Bird Monster, but that didn't quite stick.
Were the Mothman eyewitnesses in the 1960s really seeing a monster? Some people certainly saw something in the night sky.
The sheer number of sightings might be an example of the psychological and social phenomenon known as mass hysteria. The textbook definition of mass hysteria says it is a form of mass contagion in which an irrational belief or behavior grips a group or community. The size of a small town like Point Pleasant offered a unique social environment. Residents either had a Mothman story themselves or knew someone who did, which allowed the story to circulate in a relatively closed inner network that could bolster the belief in the creature.
What is undoubtedly very real is the event that stopped the Mothman sightings of the 1960s.
On December 15, 1967, exactly 13 months after the first reported sighting of Mothman, an estimated 31 cars and trucks plunged into the Ohio River after the bridge connecting Ohio and West Virginia collapsed. 64 people went into the water. 46 of them died.
It officially ended the Mothman. That's what ended the story. Yeah. That was when the bridge fell over. I don't want to hear about the Mothman anymore.
It was ultimately discovered that a single eye bar, 55 feet long, fractured, causing the pin holding it in place to become loose and the tragic chain of events to follow. Survivors and witnesses recall that the bridge shook violently before it collapsed. Some even say they saw Mothman on the bridge days before.
This is really where the myth of the Mothman as a harbinger of death started. Was he a warning to the townspeople, or a cursed being bringing destruction with him? Some people speculated that Mothman and the bridge collapse had something to do with a rumored legend, known as the Curse of Cornstalk.
A Shawnee leader of the allied indigenous people, Chief Cornstalk and his men fought in the Battle of Point Pleasant against colonial troops in 1774. Local legend in Point Pleasant said that with his dying breath, Cornstalk cursed the town for 200 years. Some people even speculated that the Mothman was sent by Cornstalk himself from beyond the grave.
But in 2006, it was revealed that the rumored Curse of Cornstalk was nothing more than a myth.
A rediscovered historical pageant play was found in an old grade school in Point Pleasant that includes Cornstalk's curse. Most likely, the playwright added it in to give the performance a little more drama.
And the energies of its people paralyzed by the stain of our blood. So saying, he fell dead by the side of his son. There's the curse. Maybe the Mothman sightings can be explained by something from the natural world.
It was proposed early on that the Mothman was actually a sandhill crane, when a West Virginia University professor told the press in an article published December 1st, 1966, quote, "I definitely believe that's what these people are seeing."
This is the sandhill crane. Dr. Robert Smith of the West Virginia University Biology Department said the description fits that of the sandhill crane.
Sandhill cranes have an average wingspan of around 6.5 feet and are about 3 to 4 feet tall. They also happen to have red patches around their eyes.
But Dr. Z, you may be wondering, do sandhill cranes ever make it to West Virginia? The answer is yes. Because I am a crazy bird person and this Mothman thing was driving me insane, I contacted the Cornell Lab of Ornithology for sandhill crane data from the 1960s.
While they couldn't give me anything from that time period, I did find that sightings of sandhill cranes happen today. At least 28 of them have been spotted in West Virginia between January 2017 and August 2019, sometimes in large groups.
Showing up on the first page of Google might not be the best for everyone.
Brenda Knight, the sister-in-law of one of the November 15 witnesses, said, quote, "We all thought it was a mutant sandhill crane because of the toxins in the swamp."
Maybe Brenda was onto something. She wasn't the only one to think that illegally dumped chemicals had caused animal mutations.
The munitions plant that gave the TNT area its name was built during World War II to produce and store explosives from 1942 to 1945. After the war, much of the land was given to the Department of Natural Resources. It became a wildlife reserve in 1966 and is now called the McClintock Wildlife Management Area. The mutation theory might have a little more validity to it than some of the other explanations. In 1981, a redwater seep was discovered in the area, which led to the realization that contamination had occurred. The red water is a result of a cold water and cellite mixture used to rinse the TNT. According to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, the red water was discharged directly to the Ohio River through a pipe located about 1 foot offshore. After becoming part of the national priority list in 1983, cleanup became the focus and groundwater extraction was completed in 1997.
So how could you explain Mothman's infamous glowing red eyes? Another type of bird was quickly thrown out as a possible explanation to the humanoid flying creature, one known for its silent nocturnal flights. Owls. It's always owls.
Birds' eyes appear red when a bright light is shined at them because of the vascular membrane that shows through the pigment layer of the retina, an effect referred to as eye shine. One owl is known for its very dramatic eye shine. The barred owl is a large species with a rounded head common throughout the southeast that prefers to roost in old trees and open forests. Extra blood vessels around their eyes make them glow more red than other species. Officials at the McClintock Wildlife Management Area told the Audubon Society, who also looked at owls as an explanation for Mothman, that the area has a healthy population of this species. Some people in Point Pleasant argue that Mothman was really just a lost weather balloon or even an elaborate hoax. A local rumor exists alongside Mothman himself, one about a local teenage prankster who found it fun to jump out at cars driving at night in the TNT area while wearing a Halloween costume. Hoaxes like these could have happened on more than one occasion, but that doesn't really explain the Mothman phenomenon. You're probably wondering how we've gotten this far without mentioning the Mothman prophecies.
Written by John Keel, the book and its 2002 film adaptation are the most important texts for how the legend took root outside of Point Pleasant.
Keel was a journalist and paranormal investigator who went to Point Pleasant in December 1966 to explore the Mothman and other supernatural sightings in the area. He interviewed a lot of the original witnesses, and even claimed to have experience with what he calls ultra-terrestrials.
I read the whole thing, and it's a doozy. Honestly, the book seems more concerned about UFOs and Men in Black than Mothman.
Regardless of how factual the Mothman prophecies is, or not, the 1975 book and the movies did have one indisputable result. They made Mothman globally recognized and turned the town of Point Pleasant into a tourist destination.
Quite frankly, I mean, there's only one Mothman and there's only one Point Pleasant. People were really interested in that, although I wasn't. And actually the town wasn't. The town didn't believe it. There kept on being sightings. The newspaper kept writing about it. But it was mostly tongue-in-cheek. It was all that. But frankly, still is today for most. One time someone said, we'd like to talk to some people that don't believe in the Mothman. I said, pick anyone on Main Street.
1 year after the movie came out, they erected a statue of him on Main Street in 2003.
We're dedicating a statue, and we're all kind of, everyone's coming in, geez, the mayor has to speak at the dedication. I go over to see what's going on. I have to come back. I said, you probably ought to put a suit and tie on. He said, what's going on? I said, CBS is here. CBS Sunday morning. Bill Geist is out there. That's Willie Geist's father, and that's how it started. When Bill Geist showed up, I became a Mothman believer that day. And I was like,
in 2005, a whole Mothman museum opened up. Walmsley, Point Pleasant resident and local Mothman expert, it sees thousands of visitors a year.
A lot of the movie props that we have here in the museum were donated, and that was kind of like the catalyst to get the museum going. The Mothman Festival was started back in 2002. It's a big boom to the tourism here. I mean, with the festival and the museum. People have embraced it. You still have skeptics, which is fine. I mean, I'm not out to convince anybody of anything. I mean, everything in the museum is for people to decide for themselves.
I'm sure that there were Mothman in the town, but the Mothman Festival before everyone. We had to. They were all coming. You had no choice. Tourism has grown and grown, and our entire entire state has embraced it now. That is in 1 weekend a year, the entire town will tell you anything you want to know about the Mothman. And we just enjoy looking at everybody. And it's entertaining for us.
How much money is made, on average, now at least, for Mothman?
Probably $2 million flows down on Main Street on the weekend, which is probably more than the rest of the year. You know, we attract 10 to 12,000 people. So the town's population doubles. You know, the local people, they're used to it. I mean, they're used to the attention and everything. And don't get me wrong, Point Pleasant has a lot to offer rather than just Mothman, you know. Native American history, riverboat history, farm museum, river museum, all that kind of stuff. To me, I think, you know, the Mothman story is just a nice way to get people attention. They come here and they're like, oh, you know, we got the flood murals, you know, we got the river museum. I don't see anything negative about it, you know.
With the help of the internet, Mothman has become a global phenomenon. Online rumors circulate frequently, some claiming that he was spotted before the Chernobyl disaster and even in the smoke of the towers at 9/11. Most recently, the largest number of Mothman sightings in one area occurred in Chicago in 2017. There were more than 20 reports of a winged humanoid in Chicago from April to July of that year. Whether you believe in him or not, Mothman has become a cultural touchstone, a monster myth that inspires both fear and fascination. Legends only truly take root when they become a subject of conflicting opinions. They are born in stories told and retold with countless contradictions, additions, and disputes. Mothman is no different. He's been demonized and deified in almost equal measure.
Mothman shows us how a local phenomenon can become a global sensation. People identify with Mothman. He's a rumor and an outcast, a monster who was ultimately embraced by the small town that once feared him.
Whether the people of Point Pleasant like it or not, Mothman is now part of their town's identity. It can even be argued that the people of Point Pleasant embraced the creature because it made their little part of the world visible to a lot more people. Like other small towns, a portion of the town's economic survival depends on its ability to attract outsiders.
It does feel like a ruin, and I always think that ruins carry some kind of energy that allows them to attract myths like this. I'm not surprised being here now that there were so many Mothman sightings. I'm actually not. I don't know. I think it's probably a bird, some kind of giant bird, maybe mutated, maybe just abnormally large and freakish, but there's something. And the way this forest is so creepy, there's definitely a way that imagination could have run wild. 100%. Personal opinion. I have also been in a lot of creepy forests, and this one tastes the cake. I don't know. If I was a monster, this is where I'd hang out.
A legend survives when it is able to adapt to the current cultural moment. The Mothman has done this astonishingly well. He's gone from mysterious humanoid to prophetic demon, guardian angel to ultra-terrestrial, scary monster to cute cryptid, and everything in between.
Interestingly, no witness has ever reported this creature harmed a human. Maybe he really is just your friendly neighborhood Mothman.
Mothman's about number 5 on the list of things I don't want to run into out here.
Yeah, that's Mothman apparently. Never knew he even existed. And a lot of fans have actually asked, hey Dylan, what if Deku was Mothman? And like I said, I kept giving a look like, who the fuck is Mothman? I keep hearing that word. Is it literally a man moth thing? Until I actually had to look it up and actually look up the pic. Heck, I'm thinking, oh, it's literally a moth. It's literally a fancy word for a weremoth. Okay. Hey, so yeah, we're doing this. Due to the known history of Monstrum, and shout out to Monstrum for allowing me to even use this information, because it was kind of useful for the what if. I don't know if you guys actually watch my shit, so yeah. Now, anywho, Midoriya is pretty much it's Mothman. Now, I'm gonna do this. Midoriya in this one is a very old but very powerful Nomu. Yes, you heard me right. In this one, Midoriya is going to be a Nomu. It makes a lot of sense in the My Hero Academia, if you actually think about it, because it's a mutated person that has the ability of the moth. I will say this, though. I'm going to say Midoriya can't transform back because of the Nomu thing, and he's been around for a very long time. So I'm going to say that All For One has been around for years. So I'm going to say Midoriya is the very first Nomu in history, period. And I'm going to say this, that there has been more sightings of the Mothman, literally. But we don't start off with Izuku Midoriya. We actually start off with, I'm going to say Mineta. Yeah, and this one Mineta. Now, in case you all are just going to yell, why Mineta? He's hateful. Remember, I don't give a crap. This is a what if. I can change their personality. And this one, Mineta, is actually a build on Tom guy. He works out, and he doesn't have a quirk in this one. He just wears hair dye. He always wears purple hair dye, but he's still not liked. Mostly because, well, he doesn't talk. He's one of those shy workout guys. In case you're wondering what those are, shy workout guys are literally guys who just work out. They want to go to the gym. They just want to work out. They just want to do all that. But unfortunately, you know how people can be. Anyway, for Mineta, he's rarely with them, and those who, when he's are with them, is mostly with them bringing him along because he doesn't have a choice. Wait, so Mineta's working out, minding his own business, until he came across Kirishima. Hey, Mineta attempts to walk away, but he gets grabbed. Come on, bro. Yeah. Mineta thinking, damn it, I want to go home. Hey, I want you to meet Emina, my girlfriend. Hello. Mineta attempts to walk away. Mineta, don't be an ass. Hey, babe. Hey, chill out. He's just trying to be... Hey, he's tired. Look at him. He's sweating. Hey, that isn't it. Come on, dude. Mineta is about to get irritated and is about to backhand him, but this one he hears, hey, leave him alone. This is when the owner of the gym pops up. Sorry, sir. That's what I thought. You know all the rules. Chill out. Yes, sir. Sorry about that, Mineta. You can go home. But this is when he walks up to Kirishima. Dude, boy, what did I tell you about bothering Mineta? Not to. What do? You bother him. This is strike 2. You do this one more time, you're banned from the gym. Got it? Yes, sir. Good. But leave him alone. Kid went through a nut. And what you did in childhood wasn't any better. Like I said, if I catch you doing that again, you're banned from the gym. Babe, what is he talking about? It's nothing. Let's go. But Mineta, who's just walking back home. In case you're wondering, Mineta lives in an old cabin. Lives in a cabin. Why? His parents kicked him out, mostly because he didn't have a successful job. Now, Mineta does hunt. He does hunt for his own food and supplies. So he doesn't worry about the groceries. He literally lives like in a Western time, is the best way of saying things. Thanks. Well, actually, scratch it. He lives more in like a medieval era, medieval era. You know, house made of bricks, that type of stuff. Of uncomfortableness, typical crap that you would do in a wedding. Now, Mineta's pretty much going to get his repeater, and he has to get his hunting license just before it expires, which is total bullshit. Mineta's known for just being a hunter, for his food and all that, and that's it. Mineta also goes to the gym, mostly because the most common thing that Mineta hunts is bear, deer, fox, mostly animals that he can eat. He also makes sure that the population of animals are not as high. And in case you're wondering where he lives, I'm gonna say Midoriya. Jeez, I keep saying Midoriya. I'm gonna say Mineta lives in Spain. Where their typical bull thing is, And this is when Midoriya, in case you're wondering, yes, he does have a phone. But he never keeps contact with anyone. Unfortunately, though, Dinky, and all the other Class 1A students know where he lives. So they always go to him and typically bother him, which he doesn't like. He hates it. And they know he hates it, but he can't do shit because he has no choice. Why? Because they're heroes, and they have every right to do whatever the fuck they wanted to say to you. This is when Mineta, eating a bear who's just got done skinning a wolf carcass because there's been wolf sightings around here. This is when he hears a knock on the door, but he ignores it because he's too busy on what he's doing. This is when his door is broken down, and he gives an irritated look, but he continues working. Oi! We knocked on the door! Bakugo, chill out. Look what he's doing. He's literally taking care of a carcass. What? Mineta just gives a look like, why the fuck are you here? I can't go 5 minutes without being bothered. But he's focusing on the meat. Eat. Hey, Mineta, you want to come with us to a bowling tournament? He shakes his head. Oh, come on, bro. Oh, it'll be fun. Mineta gives him a look. Look, dude, I get it. You don't want to be around us. We understand that, but you're under hero protection. It's just a bowling thing. I know you don't like hanging out with us. Hell, I know you hate us. Because Bakugo knows it too. But we are trying to be better. Can you just give us a chance? Mineta slams his knife to the table and looks at Dinky. And Dinky is fucking horrified now. And Bakugo's getting ready to attack, but this is when he hears, that's enough. This is when Ida pops up. If he doesn't want to come on, he doesn't have to come on. Come along. And he doesn't have to, and he has every right not to forgive us. We literally made his life a living hell when he was at UA. Hey, and we kept bullying him. Even though he showed kindness and compassion to us. He has every right to be mad and annoyed. However, like he said, you're under hero protection. So like it or not, Mineta, one of us has got to be here. This is when he just continues cutting the corpse, continues opening it, typical things that you normally would do. Now, when the heroes finally, this is when Dinky says, how about this, I stay, you guys go to your precious bowling thing. Alright. And this is when they walk off. Sorry about that, Mineta, but they're right. You're stuck with us, whether you like it or not, until people will stop until you stop being hunted down like an animal. Although I'll admit, living here ain't any better. Mineta gives an annoyed sigh. But this is when Dinky gets the message. Alright. I'll let you continue skinning your prey. There's been a lot of timber wolves lately. Normally they're not around these parts. But Mineta grunts. And pretty much they mostly had an hour of awkward silence. This is when Mineta goes outside. Where are you going? And this is when he picks up some hay. Oh, right. I keep forgetting you have a horse. Would you just be happier to have a car? He gives that look. Right. Scare away prey. Got it. Mineta just rolls his eyes and just thinking, what a fucking idiot. God, if it wasn't for the fact I was on hero protection, then I'd kick his ass. Although I'd probably lose, even if he didn't have that speed quirk. This is when Mineta pets his horse. Of course, that way he washed his hands. This is when pretty much nighttime rolls around. Alright, I'm heading home. See you later. Mineta flips him off. Right. And this one, Ida gets a text. Actually, no, he gets a phone call. Yellow. Hey! Hey, Ida? What is it, Dinky? Let me guess, you guys lost. Yeah, we frickin' lost. Figured. So, how's Minetta? What do you expect? Not talking? Not giving us a word? Hates us for every good reason? We said we were sorry. Minetta, you electrocuted his jugular. Bakugo, you blew up half of his face. It's out of anger because he refused to go to a birthday party that he hated. And Kirishima, you broke his fucking kneecap. It's a miracle that he's even alive. Unlike you guys, I've accepted the fact that he hates us. I just don't know why Nezus decided to let us guard him. He hates us, and he literally lives in the middle of the fucking woods. And also, he's always armed. I don't know why he needs to be armed. I don't know why he needs protection. Maybe because of the villains? The villains wouldn't attack a quirkless person. He's literally in the middle of the woods. I just wish he didn't choose this part of the woods. Yeah, but he knows that no one will go near it. Anyway, I'm heading home. Oh. Tell your girlfriend I said hi. Fuck you, Dinky. This is what Bako says, real smooth, isn't he? Hey, I just said hi, not you, Minetta. Still mad that he broke up with you? This is when Bakugo accidentally breaks a ball. I'll take that as a yes. Shoto, you coming? I'm on the night shift, remember? Seriously? You better not keep him up with that tea bullshit you drink. But it's so good. Shoto. Alright, I won't annoy the fuck out of it. Alright, I won't annoy him with my stinking tea obsession. So, how come the girls aren't looking out for him? No. Because he got violent with one of them? How violent? Put a knife to her neck. Who? Momo? Not surprising, Momo is an ass. Hey, well she is. She's a fucking Karen. Man, I don't know why you dating her. I don't really have a choice. Please, arranged marriage, remember? Yeah, if I were you, I'd just kill her ass. Fuck, this one Bako says, Dinky! What? I would? Like you haven't thought of that. And who has not thought of killing Momo? Oh, nobody loves her. As a matter of fact, everyone almost hates her. For good reason. But do they listen? Nope. Anyway. Okay. This is when Shoto gets in his car. But with Ida, this is when Ida's driving and he gets a little drowsy. But this is when he realized something. Something is literally there in the middle of the road with glowing red eyes. That's when Ida says, what the hell? This is when it flaps his wings and it actually makes the car go flying. Wow! This is when the car lands. And what the hell? Oh, this is when Ida just sees this giant creature with glowing red eyes and wingspan, as about the bird monstrum says. It's fucking huge. Ooch. This is when Midoriya. This is when Midoriya. Yeah, I mean, this is when pretty much the moth. This is when the creature disappears. Ida, who's now shaking, just pretty much snaps out of it. Shit. Once he gets home, with a trembling look, by the way, all the heroes share in the apartment. Hey, dude. Whoa, you okay? You look like you just seen a ghost. Yeah, I ran into something. Did you run over someone? I don't know what the fuck. Like I saw. What do you mean? It had these... It's too stupid. Okay. Come on, dude. We're your friends. Yeah, and you're probably gonna make fun of me. This one, Baku says, oh, for the love of God, just tell us. I think I just saw a moth creature. A moth? It was huge. It was... I don't know what to say. It was a giant moth monster thing. Everyone looks at him and immediately gives a worried look. Yeah, I know. I sound cuckoo. No. It sounds like you've seen the Mothman. Who? The Mothman. He's a local boogeyman. And around the other countries. Why would he be here? Well, that's a good question. I don't know. But, truth be told, well, no one has seen the Mothman ever since the Silver Bridge accident. You're the first one to see it, yet in thousands of years. So we don't know how old the Mothman really is. So let me get this straight. I just saw a local boogeyman. Yeah. We get to Mineta, who's pretty much handling it until he hears his bear trap going off, but he hears a horrible shriek. Mineta thinking, the hell? He goes out there with his shotgun and walks out there to see this creature, mostly this giant moth monster, pretty much on a bear trap. Mineta's stunned at it, but his compassion and emotions show it more. This is when the moth creature tries to fly away, but it's stuck by a bear trap. This is when Mineta releases the moth creature by undoing the... The moth creature looks at him. It tries to stand up, but it's completely hurt. Mineta pretty much takes it to his home and literally starts bandaging it up. This is when the moth creature just looks at him. Mineta looks at the tag that is on its, face. And this one he's thinking, Izuku Midoriya, test subject 4755. Shoot. This is when he takes the tag off, and Midoriya is pretty much flapping his wings all cutely. Cute. This is when Mineta says, I'm Mineta. You? It looks at him. Right, you probably don't know how to talk. And, you're Izuku. Well, Izuku, I'm sorry for the bear trap. This is when Midoriya just pats his head. Cute, thanks. Here, let me get you somewhere comfortable. You'll probably not be able to really sleep on anything due to sleep like you normal moths would do. Come on. And this one he takes him to his room, where he can sleep peacefully. Here you go. Sweet dreams. And this one just walks off. And Midoriya is this is when Mineta's thinking, poor thing. He walks off. Once he actually gets to the location, and he this is when the morning rolls around. And this is when Midoriya pretty much is just looking at the light bulb. Typical moth. Hey, big guy. In case you're wondering, Midoriya is about the same height as a normal Mothman. He's pretty fucking tall. But then Midoriya turns around. Okay. Okay. Looks like I think I got some sugar that you can have. Oh, you got a mouth. That's okay. I hope you like food. There's not much. It's mostly stew. Midoriya just picks up the bowl. Careful, it's hot. he squeaks a little. Midoriya squeaks a little bit because it is high. Here. This one he just puts it, grabs the spoon, blows on it, and Midoriya starts eating. Big. Man, you're hungry. After filling up Midoriya's belly, this one Monetis says, "Hey, I gotta get going, alright? I'm gonna go get some more bandages." This one Mineta walks off, and he's about to leave until he sees Bakugo. Oh, fucking wonderful. Just what I need. But in case you're wondering, he's keeping his mouth shut. He just gives a look like, oh, fucking wonderful. A headache. That's what I need this morning. This is when Bakugo opens the car door. Get in. And this is when he gets in. So, where to? Ooh, Banana. He points. He waits. Of course. Wait until we get to the town. Then you tell me. Wait, you're certain I didn't fucking change? This is when they get to the town, and this is when he taps on his shoulder. And this is when he stops. Bang? The store? And he just opens it. Right. Don't tell me shit. Here, keep forgetting. Ding. Once he gets in there, he just grabs, well, some Band-Aids. And Bakugo looks at him with concern. What's with the Band-Aids? But Banana doesn't say a word. This is when Bakugo's thinking, I really did fuck up. And this is when he just drives them and takes him to his usual spot, the gym. Once then the Midoriya literally get it to the gym. This is when he just see. This is when Midoriya, you finish it. Just his local thing, not Midoriya, but yeah, but with Dinky and me. Dinky and Ochako, they're a couple in the SAU, by the way. This one, Ochako says, come on, dude, we shouldn't do this. Oh, come on. He's literally in that house all the time. He's not going to mind us looking around. Yeah, but he's just going to hate us more. Dinky, he's never going to forgive us. So what's the point in even trying to get on his good side? Not to have a knife to my neck? Heck, I already pissed him off today. I'm not need a knife to my throat. Come on, he never carries a knife around. Really? Like, what about the time he stabbed you in the knee? Still, it's... Oh, we have to. Nezu's orders. Nezu's my orders, my ass. Ass, you just want to go in there to see if he has any secrets so you can blackmail him. What? I would never. Dinky pulls out his notebook. Okay, fine, yeah. Is you really trying to get Dinky to hang out with us so fucking important? Can't leave him alone. No, not until he forgives us. Oh, for fuck's sake. Think, why am I dating you? Oh, you're literally gonna go that far? Yeah, I'm wondering, why the fuck am I dating you if you're so fucking stubborn? You're more stubborn than a fucking blonde. This is when Ochako goes to the door. Oh, good grief. With Midoriya, but he barricaded the door. What the? Come on! Midoriya holding the door. Or with all his strength, which is a lot. Damn! It was open! Maybe because it's locked? because they have the backup key. This one, she opens the backup key, but it doesn't work. The hell? It's still not opening. Minetta probably barricaded it and took the back door. Are you freaking kidding me? Midoriya hearing that, he barricaded the back door. Or as well. This is when they try to open the back door. And now that's locked too. Man, how does Minetta get in? All the curtains are shut. Alright, that's a symbol that we should go. Fine. But they're already thinking, who were those guys? Why are you trying to break in the house? When Bakugo this is when, and they realize, oh, Minetta's back home early. And he looks so pissed, and he drives out his combat knife. Hey, Minetta. And then he pins Ochako to the wall and points a dagger at her neck. Hey, chill out. I was trying to tell her not to do. But this is when Bakugo gets involved. Whoa, Minetta, back up. And this one he just slashes Bakugo right in the face. But Bakugo looks at him with a surprise. But Minetta looks at them with anger and hatred. And the first words he finally says for them is, "Get the fuck off my land!" And now! And they do that. They get off his land. Once they head home, Bakugo immediately is given stitches. This is when Ida walks in. You pissed him off, didn't you? No, we didn't do anything. Dinky. Ochako tried to break into his house. You snitch. Oh, I'm singing like a bird. Really, Ochako? Really? Look, he doesn't... Look, it was Nezu's orders. Really? It was Nezu's orders. Yeah. Did you give her the orders to literally do that? I have not. Crap. So, breaking and entering, because you can't accept that he no longer wants to be with you all. Ochako, this is strike 2 of the time you tried to force. And I have been given reports that you all always tries to forcefully hang out with Izuku Midoriya, or hang out with a Minetta. The time stops now. Either act like professional heroes, or don't. Because this stops now. Got it? Yes, ma'am. This is when they all say, yes, sir. Good. What? Ida, you'll be making sure that Minetta is protected from now on, and Bakugo, you will also. Ochako, you will be on house arrest for a month. What? I don't want to hear it. And Dinky? Please another country. You will also be staying. Damn it! Why do you want to leave? He points at Ochako. Oh, fuck you! Ew, I get it. You don't want to be in a relationship with her. But electrical gravity is a useful quirk that could have. I am not impregnating her. One of these days you'll have to. Ooh, it's the hero's code. Nezu, forgive my French, but fuck you and fuck the hero code. Oh, I completely understand that. Good. Anyway, night shift is no longer going to be a thing. What? Yes, Minetta has filed a complaint about you guys keeping him up all night with your music. So, until then, all of you will just be doing the day shift. Why is he even on protection anyway? Because you forget he's also the one who managed to take out All Might's schemes, and along with All for One. So he's going to be a target for both. All Might is going to want revenge on Minetta because he managed to ruin All Might's reputation. So, there's going to be a long day. Yes. Yes. A very long day. So, please, no more fighting. And no more arguing. Yes, sir. Good. Pause break. Alright, I'm back. Anyway, with Mineta, who's gotten home and immediately checks on Izuku, who's pretty much just flapping his wings of excitement. Yes, I'm home. Great. The horses are... Have you seen the horse, by the way? He shrugs because he doesn't know what that is. I keep forgetting. Well, anyway, why don't I take you... Anyway, let's get some food. That's not what they do. But they don't know is that they're being watched. And this one they hear, I found Mineta. Good. Take him out. Izuku immediately senses the danger. Sure. So in a blink second he disappeared. But Izuku? Where'd he go? Anyway, this is when he picks up the guy. The creep. This one Izuku shrieks. Eeks. And this one he says, wait, don't drop me. I can tell you all for what all mine is. This one he just drops him. And immediately the guy gets brutally impaled by a tree. And this one he flies back to his Mineta like he never left. Where'd you go? He just points at his wing. Oh, bathroom. Got it. Yeah. Anyway, this is when Midoriya and them literally, at least, enjoy their dinner. There. And pretty much Midoriya, luckily his leg healed a lot better, but he still hangs out with Mineta. Now, with Midoriya, this is when Mineta actually gets a faster transport. This is when Mineta ends up in the gym. Pretty quickly, actually. Anyway, this is when they just see this is when Ida and Bako arrive at his home, but he's not there. That's funny. This is when blood drips down on them. The hell? They look up just to see a corpse. Oh my god. Now see, we got a murder. Well, we got a kill. With Mineta, Mineta, who is literally just us moving weights until the cops show up to look at him. Can I help? This is when he gives the look of confusion, like, can I help you? Can you come with us, please? Mineta looks at them with more confusion and just goes with them. Anyway, once Mineta actually enters, he still looks confused, and he sees Ida. And Midoriya, Ida, and Baku with a concerned look. Mineta just confused. Now, we're gonna have to ask you to answer properly. Mineta looks at them with anger. There's been a murder outside your home. Mineta just says, oh, what a shitty ass excuse to get me here. This is when Mineta realized they're dead ass serious. Yes. Wow. You can't go one fucking day without bothering me, can you? Mineta, we're serious. So please, just work with us. Okay. I'll continue your precious false murders that you accuse me of this time. The police are just giving a look like, wow, this guy really hates heroes. But they give the look like he has every right to. Now, this is when Midoriya literally just waits out the people. But once Midoriya actually got done, this is when Midoriya gets a little worried for Mineta because he hasn't arrived home. So pretty much he flies out looking for Mineta, and this is when he sees him. I told you once, and I'm saying it again, I didn't do any fucking murders. Do you know anyone who would? You're a fucking idiot. I live in the woods. But guy was probably hunting the wrong animal that was too powerful for him, dumbass. And before you ask, no. Oh. And also, you forget one thing, and that is, I'm quirkless. Think about it. If I killed him, how would I get him on top of a tree? Idiot. They both pause, and the cops just give a look like, yeah, he's got a... Actually, this is when the sheriff says, he's got a point there. If Mineta's quirkless, if he could get that up there, if he killed that person, how did he get it up there? You're free to go, Mineta. Thank you. But you will be on watch. When am I not watched by a bunch of perverts? Move out of the way. This is when This is when Mineta constantly hears a squeak. Izuku! He sees Izuku. What are you doing out here? Here. This is when this is when Izuku just flies him up and starts hugging him. Yes, I love you too. Yes, I missed you too. Ooh, you worry too much. Alright, fly us home. And that's what they do, they fly him home. And everyone actually sees Midoriya. Wow, they're looking at you as if you're new. Oh. Man, I'm getting hungry. Pause break, I'm gonna grab a bite. Alright, I'm back. And me belly is full. Anyway, so we get to the back to them, and they fly over there, and Katsuki and Ida see it. This is when Ida says, "That's the creature I saw." Oh, that thing is huge. Ain't no fucking way that thing's human. Man. This is when he flies over there, and this is when Mineta it's down, but they're pretty much landing. Thanks. But Izuku gives a cute thumbs up. Oh, you're such a goofball. Oh. Still. Thank you. He gives a thumbs up again. Would you like something to eat? He nods. Figured. Anyway, once Midoriya actually gets up and leaves, when they eat their food and enjoy it while they can, because as Midoriya knows that things are gonna go ugly. Things turn sour. So this is when Izuku sees something outside. What is it, Izuku? Ooh. He flaps his wings and gives it a code. Danger. He looks outside to see sees a couple of people. He sees a couple of people surrounding the house. That's All Might's people. Not even hesitating, he goes there. Wait, Izuku! And this is when he slashes and dashes and literally kills everyone in that location. Mineta is just looking astounded and surprised as that Midoriya has the killing instincts. He even grabs one by that one and flies up, and this one he says, "Let me go!" Midoriya, who just shrieks, he drops him right on the tree. This is when he grabs another one and impales the other one by a tree. Grabs another one and literally drinks the blood out of him, turning nothing more into a gut husk. Mineta just looks concerned, but not because of the villains, because of him. He's worried about Izuku getting hurt. This is when another one shoots Izuku, but Midoriya gets out of the way and literally grabs him and flies him high enough to the air and drops him. This was when Midoriya gets backed out. Oh, and Mineta runs to him, just hugs him. And Midoriya just has a happy squeaking noise, and literally, he's just happy. Until Midoriya shields him from a shotgun shell, with a wounded Izuku. Damn it. You should have stayed hidden, young Mineta. You. But what they don't know is that Midoriya sends a squeak sonic wave so hard that it actually went through All Might, which caused his ears to bleed, and you just see the brain matter coming out of his ears, and he falls to the ground. I didn't know you could do that. Even Midoriya thinks, I didn't know I could do that either. Now, what are we going to do with all this? Squeak! You're cute. Ooh. This is when Midoriya just kisses him on the cheek. Fuck it. This is when Mineta fully kisses him, and Midoriya starts flapping his wing that is not wounded. If Midoriya could fly, he's squeaking and is being happy and all that, and Mineta's just smirking. He's about to fly, but he remembered he's wounded. Come on, let's get you all fixed up. After fixing Izuku's wing, which they found out has a healing factor. As long as there's light around him, he can heal. And apparently light is also alcohol to Midoriya. Oh my god, you're drunk out of light? Anyway, Midoriya is now known where he's from as the Mothman and the hero of Spain. And as for All For One, Master, should we? No. All Might's dead. Now we can focus on the real agenda. And that is... Gentlemen, we're going to Hawaii, baby! Yahoo! Oh, pack your things. We are going! Wait. Oh, I bet that... Oh, what do you all expect it was going to be? Hey. After that, Mineta's finally out of hero protection, and pretty much thanks to Midoriya, they've been keeping their distance. Mostly because Midoriya slashed one of them very badly. The only ones that are allowed near him, to a degree, is Ida and Dinky. Dinky's girlfriend, Ochako, along with Momo, mysteriously died. I'm not going to say who, but they did. And now Dinky and Shoto are dating. And things are going splendid with Midoriya and Mineta. Midoriya mostly helped catching fish. Thanks, honey. And they also got married. So that's it. That's been the one shot of What If Deku Was Mothman. I know this one was a little bit more serious than the others, but that's because, like I said, this is the first time I ever heard of Mothman. So, yeah. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. This has been Double Dylan here, God of Chaos, and I will see you all in the next video.